New World Order Decision Time with NATURENETSCHOOL. Pictures used in this document are not of characters described in messages below them. Kindly bear with me in case of any inconvenience. Time budgeting, allocation, and management. Budget, allocate, and manage. Time is precious and crucial. An elapsed time that is not adequately utilized is never recovered. A completely different time is used instead. A new program squeezed within an already watertight system without review may cause confusion and burden within itself. Good time budgeting, time allocation, and good time management should ensure that all organized programs fit well within a system without overlap of activities or strain on people. A good system satisfies majority reasonably well when time is budgeted and allocated literally before rollout. A tightly packed system can cause negative stress. Activities can fit reasonably well within a practically programmed time frame. When children have to rush most of the time to beat set deadlines, probably time budgeting and time allocation was poorly done. Unrealistic expectations may lead to poor time budgeting and poor time allocation. When time is well budgeted and allocated reasonably, studies can be done enjoyably. Sometimes children perform poorly in tests due to poor time budgeting. Time meant for revision in school should be reasonable. Time we allocate for children to accomplish any given task may require adequate guidance, tolerance, and patience compared to those allocated to adults. A well-timed program cannot wear children down or make them give up in learning. Children can find it hard to accommodate pressure when time is poorly allocated or poorly scheduled for school programs. Time can be calculated manually and allocated literally as expected to be spent for all programmed activities with minimal rush if any. Time allocated for various school activities should be put to experimental tests. Observation can then be made literally for some days or weeks. Depending on time frame needed for each program to run, we can establish its authenticity in realizing expected results. Amount of time needed for all children to rest, play, and have adequate sleep while in school should never be underrated either during time budgeting. Physical activities boost health and should be well budgeted for in schools. Time for general grooming and maintenance of personal hygiene in school should be budgeted for adequately without assumptions. Amount of time ideal for children to take meals, brush their teeth, and do other general grooming in boarding schools should be budgeted for if we expect them to take these vital health programs and activities more seriously even after school. Many school administrators rely on approximations on time deemed appropriate for various school activities. Time requires adequate experimental tests. When all schools budget and allocate time well for programs, we will be educating children vital life skills on good personal organization at the same time. A well-budgeted time should also consider my time. This is a time without conditions or rules on how to spend it in school. The way employees are granted weekends off duty to rest is the same way school children also deserve a weekend free from very strict and compact regular school programs. Time budgeting in school should also consider adequate time for free play on a daily basis. Teachers can also educate children by budgeting for their time well. Official lesson timetables should be respected by all. This will ensure that nothing spills over into other programs. Time for break, lunch, and games in schools are all vital and important programs that should be respected by all teachers, workers, and children at all times. Time for learning should never be interrupted regularly with punishments either. A separate time can be set aside officially for it within the program and outside learning time. Children copy a bad culture of poor time budgeting and poor time management from adults who hardly keep good time in schools. Learning and time allocations. Modern boarding schools have become homes for children. They can introduce extra practical and research learning programs more easily compared to day schools. Morning is ideal for reading and listening. Afternoon is more ideal for practical and research activities. Many boarding school children doze during dawn studies. Probably many compulsory dawn preps are utilized less effectively unless time for night sleep is adequate for all children. Many boarding schools expect student leaders to maintain order at dawn. However, they also experience some challenges concentrating at dawn. Under natural circumstances, no one can control sleep. Children can be more affected if time allocated for their night sleep is poorly programmed. In a Luo proverb we say, "Nindo tek matero janeko," which may translate as, "Sleep is strong and would control and silence even a violent madman." Well-programmed time can enable children to sleep within acceptable duration at night. This can promote better concentration in studies during the day. Lessons started early at 6:30 a.m. can benefit majority of children in boarding schools than a dawn prep assumed to start at 4:30 a.m. Extra learner-centered lessons can be scheduled from 2 p.m. after all official lessons are covered in the morning. Fair school programs can ensure that majority of children benefit even with minimal regulations. Light physical exercises like jogging in a well-lit compounds before dawn studies can improve general health for children in schools. Make jogging at dawn a daily routine for healthy body and mind. Day scholars who walk and run to school daily are comparatively healthier.